with the way you describe the order of the Supreme Court dito po sa House of Representatives, paano po siya sasagutin? Kunwari yung sinasabi niyo na, "O binasa niyo ba 'yan? O nakalakip ba ebidensya? Kaninong komite 'yan nanggaling?" Yung ganyan. Papaano sasagutin 'yan?
Mahirap actually sagutin 'yan, Christian. Okay. May nakita akong press statement from the House nung pagkatapos ngang nabalita na ito tungkol sa resolution ng Supreme Court. May press statement from the spokesperson of the House of Representatives that they will be complying, and that is why they are referring it to the Office of the Solicitor General kasi yun ang magre-represent sa kanila as respondent. Pero hindi ko alam kung yung pagsabi ng gano'n na they are complying, meaning full compliance, ay na appreciate na nila yung pinaka-implikasyon ng ganitong reso. Hindi ko alam kung lahat ito ay sasagutin ng House of Representatives through the Office of the Solicitor General. Pwede rin na pipili na lang sila. Pipili na lang sila kung anong sasagutin. Yan ang hindi ko alam. Pwede partial compliance. And then they can explain kung bakit they're not minded to comply with some questions. Dahil nga, pangingialam na yan sa kanilang internal process. Pwede din ganun. I'm not
Pwedeng
really
sabihin
trying
ng House yun? Pero pwedeng sabihin ng House yun technically sa Supreme Court. Hey,
technically,
sumusobra na kayo.
partial compliance. I really, so it really depends on the Office of the Solicitor General, and of course, it will ask the sense of the House through the House leadership. Ano ba gusto ninyo dito? Mag-comply na lang tayo? Pero mahirap eh. At this point, isusurrender mo na kaagad yung prerogative mo, yung alam mong exclusive power mo na bakit pakikialaman yung internal process. Pwede namang piliin lang nila yung pwedeng sagutin nila para malinawan tungkol doon sa 10-day period. Kasi yung 10 days na yan, it's not the calendar days. Kasi kung bibilangin mo based on the calendar days, from the time na yung first impeachment complaint was filed in December 2 hanggang sa February 5, nung refer na yan to the Senate, ay lampas-lampas talaga yan sa 10 days, almost 30 plus calendar days. Pero, kung calendar days. But ang nakasabi, session days. So, alam ko na talagang 10 session days lang yon. Kasi when you talk about session, a session can take more than 1 day. Depende kasi yan kung tapos na yung order of business for that particular session. Kaya ang alam ko, sigurado o confident ang House dyan na sagutin na pasok talaga sa 10 session days. The 10th day actually, includes the order of business, lahat yan yung 4 na complaints. And then, nag-decide na yung ang i-go talaga is the 4th complaint kasi nga endorsed by more than 1/3, and therefore, yung first 3 complaints filed by private individuals and private groups ay in-archive na lang. So it all happened on the 10th day. Yes.
Opo. If you were have your way, paano dapat sagutin ito ng House of Representatives? Ano yung mga pwedeng sagutin at ano yung mga dapat i-disregard?
Alam mo, Christian, I'm hesitant really to answer that directly. Kasi unang-una, hindi pa nga ako part of the prosecution panel, and then hindi naman ako, hindi naman ako pumirma dyan sa verified complaint as articles of impeachment. And I might be precluding also kung ano yung magiging advice ng Office of the Solicitor General. What I can say now, although I can really point out which ang pwede mga sagutin, what I can say now is that there are some na walang problema na sagutin. But there are some
like yung session days. Yung session days, diba? Madaling sagutin yan eh.
Yes. Yung let's say, exact date on which the complaints filed by the private citizens were endorsed by a member or members of Congress. And then the status of the first three complaints. Ang status nun, na-archive na. Kasi ang pinili nga is the fourth mode. So, yung mga ganon. And meron pa dito, I don't know kung sasagutin ito as to the complaints filed by private citizens, whether the Secretary General possesses discretion on when to transmit to the Speaker of the House of Representatives any impeachment complaint properly endorsed by a member or members of Congress. And talking
Mm.
about this matter, Christian, kasi hindi pwedeng sabihin na ang magiging reckoning, yung reckoning date dun sa masasabing magra-run na yung magiging applicable na yung 1-year ban.
Ban.
Oo. It's not from the filing of the impeachment complaints. So kung kahit merong isang unang impeachment complaint, and yun na nga, yung grupo na the ones that I represent as the spokesperson, that was
Yeah.
December 2. That was
Mm.
December 2. Hindi ibig sabihin, hindi natatanggapin yung iba dahil operative na yung 1-year ban. No, hindi pa operative ang 1-year ban. At saka, wala namang, pwede naman na i-exhaust ng Secretary General yung 10-day period na yan bago niya i-transmit to the Speaker para isama sa order of business. Ang importante, nagawa yun within 10 days, 10 session days. At yun nga ang ginawa. So pwede talaga yung multiple simultaneous referral to the Office of the Speaker and inclusion in the order of business yung multiple complaints.
Mm.
That's very clear. That's a Supreme Court case of Gutierrez versus House of Representatives Justice Committee, 2011 decision. Kasi nga, di ba, pwedeng mangyari kasi, Christian, na merong magfa-file, yung pinakaunang magfa-file, house-show,
Yeah.
haphazard. And worse, baka may ill motivation na sadyang magfa-file ng basurang complaint na insufficient in both form and substance para maging operative na yung 1-year ban. So paano naman yung mga ibang complainants na mas seryoso, mas determinado, as mas diligent dun sa pag-prepare nila ng kanilang complaints? Ibig sabihin, mababar na sila dahil nga meron lang nauna kahit napakalausay nung pagkakagawa nung first complaint. So that's the rationale there. Na pwedeng to exhaust at sabay-sabay na lang lahat na dumating within the 10 session days period, tatanggapin at sabay-sabay na ididiretso dun sa Office of the Speaker for inclusion in the order of business. At kung yun ang mode, yung private complainants ang mga nag-file as endorsed by a member of the House of Representatives, yun ang required na i-refer muna sa Justice Committee, sa Committee on Justice, for the determination ng sufficiency in form, and then kung sufficient in form, sufficiency in substance, tapos magre-receive na ng evidence from the parties, and later to decide whether or not to affirm the impeachment or deny the impeachment complaints. So yun ang malinaw na nakasabi sa rules ng House sa impeachment complaint. So wala problema dyan sa 10 days. Although it's okay for the Supreme Court to ask about it para lang maliwanagan sila, para to satisfy themselves na talagang na nagawa within 10 session days. Pero as I said, meron iba pang mga pinapasagot o rini-require na sobra na. It's already an interference with the prerogatives and the internal processes of the House as an independent, co-equal branch of government.